Taryn, are you angry and upset that you got arrested after babysitting Rosa and Amp Desiree at the Hendricks house?
Of course, Karen. In what other way would I be feeling when we don't get what we want?
Well, I have another idea for us to get what we want, 24/7, every day of the year.
What is it, Karen?
I've looked on the Goanimate City Public Schools website. It said that one of the bus drivers is going on leave for 6 months. So I was thinking, we should join the transportation district at Goanimate City Public Schools, and annoy the bus drivers by using the walkie-talkies.
You know what? That sounds like a great idea. It's something very original, compared to just going to places face to face.
Well then, what are we waiting for? I will bail you out of jail, and once we return to the apartment, we will get on a Zoom meeting with the Director of Transportation.
Karen, can you log into the Zoom meeting? We can't wait to meet the transportation director.
Good afternoon, Transportation Director Dave.
Good afternoon. What can I do for both of you?
My friend and I are interested in filling in for the bus driver who will be on leave for 6 months. Can we have the job?
No, the superintendent does not want any Karens in Goanimate City Public Schools. So I suggest you Karens find another job elsewhere.
Hey! Why aren't you letting us have this job? You know Karen and I will do good on the job.
Sorry, but if I hire Karens, I will lose my job.
Give us the job, or else you will be grounded for 150 months.
Okay. Fine, both of you are hired. Just stop with your stupid Karen tantrum. Both of you will start in 3 days. Karen, you'll be the bus driver. Taryn, you'll be the bus attendant. Now, you have a good rest of the afternoon, and I will end the Zoom meeting. Good morning, Karen and Taryn.
Good morning.
I'm glad you two showed up to the administration building on time. Anyways, my transportation dispatcher, Stephen, has a few words this morning.
Good morning, ladies. It is my honor to welcome both of you to the Transportation Department at Goanimate City Public Schools.
Thank you for your kind words.
No, thank you for your kind words. Anyways, you will assigned Bus 91. You will be driving kids to Goanimate City High School and Goanimate City Early Childhood Center. In the event there is an emergency, or there are problems, feel free to notify base.
Karen, make sure you only use the walkie-talkie for emergencies and problems. Am I clear?
"46 to base. I have a student who has just started to get sick. Should I take him to the school or should I take him home?"
Taryn, why did Cole have to notify base all because a student got sick? That's honestly a stupid reason to notify base.
Base to 46, I will contact the nurse at the high school. I will notify you after I hear what the nurse says.
I agree what you just said, Karen. Besides, why is Dave replying to Cole over a stupid reason to notify base?
You know what? I'm going to notify Bus 46, aka Cole, about this. 91 to 46, I can't believe you notified base over a stupid reason. You should know that a student getting sick on your bus is not an emergency or a problem. That's it.
46 to 91. According to the handbook, if there is something wrong on your bus, you have to notify base, so they can give you directions on what to do. Now, stop distracting me, and continue with your route.
No. I am the transportation dispatcher for Goanimate City Public Schools. As the transportation dispatcher, bus drivers are to only use the walkie-talkie to have a conversation with base. So, shut up.
What an idiot Cole is.
I totally agree with you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Base to 46. The nurse says to take the student home. The parent will be at the bus stop to take him into the house.
10-4.
38 to base. I have a student who's refusing to sit down, and he would not listen to me or my bus attendant. Should I take the student back home or should I just move on?
Karen, don't just let the bus driver on bus 38 notify base over another stupid reason. Do something.
I will, just a minute.
Base to 38. If the student is still refusing to sit down, take the student back home.
10-4.
91 to 38. How dare you notify base for a stupid reason? You know that as the transportation dispatcher, I say that you are not allowed to notify base for a stupid reason. You are supposed to use the walkie-talkie to have a conversation with base. You got it?
38 to 91. Stop making up ridiculous rules. You know very well that you are only supposed to be using the walkie-talkie to notify base over any emergencies or problems.
Oh 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 oh. Bus driver, how dare you listen to the driver on bus 91? That's it. You are grounded for 91919181919192829291919110,101,910,101 generations. Go upstairs to your room, right now.
You know what? I've had enough of these bus drivers notifying base over stupid reasons. Karen, notify base about this. And then Dave will talk to them about this.
91 to base. The bus drivers are notifying base over stupid reasons. Can you please tell them to stop? "91 to base. Do you copy?"
Base to 91. Drive your bus to base right this instant. Because the transportation director, the assistant transportation director, all of the bus drivers and I need to talk to you and Taryn about your behaviors today.
Oh no, I think we're busted.
Karen, Taryn. Just, what in the world were you doing? Annoying every single bus driver, telling them that they were supposed to be having conversations with base, when in fact, there were real problems on some of the buses.
You need to tell us truthfully, because if you lie to us, you are going to face even more serious consequences. Am I clear?
Well, Cole, you were notifying base for really stupid reasons, same with all the other bus drivers.
That is a lie, and you know it. You were just being a typical spoiled Karen just to get what you want.
Besides, you're not even qualified to be the bus driver, and I am the director of transportation for the school district. And you're the one who's lying, not me, and not Karen.
I heard all of the conversation, and there were problems on board some of the buses, like one student refusing to sit down, and you are the ones lying to us, and making up all sorts of excuses. I do not want to say this, but I have to. You wanted to get this job just as another means to try and get everything you want. and you even threw your usual Karen tantrums during the Zoom meeting. And because of what you were doing on bus 91, I am going to have to let you go from your jobs. Now, get out of the building.
Never. This is our building, and you need to leave, not us. Otherwise, we're going to get security to get you to leave our building. And another thing. The buses belong to me and my friend Taryn, and that is final.
You heard the director. He said to leave the building immediately. If you two keep on arguing with us, we are going to call the police.
Absolutely not. In fact, we're going to tell the police that you tried to break the windows on the school bus that we were driving, and that you scared all of the students on the bus.
You know what? I have no choice other than to call the police.
Karen and Taryn. Both of you are under arrest for refusing to leave the school administration building when the director of transportation told you numerous times to leave. Come with me to the police car right now.
Just you wait and see. We are going to keep finding ways to get what we want.
You finished dropping off the students at their respective bus stops?
Yes, I did.
Good, and I'm proud of you for your performance. You have a good rest of your afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow.
Good afternoon, family.
Good afternoon, Cole.
Good afternoon, Dad.
It's so good to see you all, after driving students to and from school. Now, are we getting a pizza for dinner tonight? Wait a minute, what is that sound?
What do you mean?
I hear footsteps, and it's in the house. This is really weird.
Hello, what are you all doing here?
The real question is, who are you, and what in the world are you doing in our house?
And how did you even enter our house in the first place? You're not even supposed to be here.
Well, my name is Karen, and Cole, I saw that you were driving a school bus around the block, dropping off students from school. And I have a problem with that.
Wait. Why does it matter to you that I am a school bus driver for GoAnimate City Public Schools? It's my new job, and you should know that already. Besides, the other day, you were annoying me and all of the other bus drivers when we had to deal with certain problems on board some of our buses. It doesn't make any sense at all whatsoever.
I have a problem with that because basically speaking, you took my job from me, and now you're going to have to pay the price. Either you quit your job as a bus driver, or I am going to file a really big lawsuit against you and your entire family.
First of all, you entered our home without our permission. You didn't knock on the front door, and you didn't ring the doorbell either. Furthermore, since we live here, your lawsuit isn't going to work.
Besides, it's illegal to just randomly enter another person's home, and you could get arrested for that.
Young lady, don't you know very well that the world revolves around me? And I get what I want, any day I want. And therefore, I have the right to file a lawsuit against the entire household.
Who in the world do you think you're talking to, Karen? You're talking to my own granddaughter, for one thing. And second of all, the world doesn't work like that. You can't get everything you want every single day of the year, you know that, right?
Again, my point is, Cole, I don't like you driving your big yellow school bus around the neighborhood because it's really loud and it scares me to have to listen to it every day. This should be a quiet neighborhood, with no loud noises, at all. This is the reason I want you to quit your job as a school bus driver. If you don't quit your job, I'm going to call the police and have you arrested for making loud noises with your school bus. And I am still going to sue your family $500,000.
For the last time, no, you cannot sue the family for things we have not done. And besides, my husband isn't the only bus driver for the school district. And for your information, my husband is not the only bus driver for the school district. The school bus passes through this neighborhood every Monday through Friday to take students to and from school.
Now, you better get out of our house, right this very minute, or I am going to call the police.
Absolutely not. I am not listening to any of you. If anything, I'm going to call the police on all of you, not just for trespassing in my house, but also making loud noises with the school bus every morning.
That's it, I'm calling the police, right now.
Karen, put your hands behind your back, right now. You are under arrest for trespassing in a civilian's home. Do not let me catch you doing this ever again, or you will be in jail for an even longer time. Now, come with me to the police car.
What do you think will happen? To be continued on.
It's such a wonderful day to do something productive, like take a stroll in the park or something. I would rather be doing that than play Xbox or watch Netflix all day because I get bored from doing that stuff. Anyways, Nora is in town because she wants to visit me, even though her troublemaking father moved to Denver not too long ago. So I am going to call her to see what she is up to and has in mind, and if she wants to come to the park with me.
Hello.
Hey Nora.
Oh hey, Dale. It's been a while since we talked. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really well, and what about you? How have you been lately?
I'm doing really great as well. So what are you up to these days? My family and I came here from Denver to visit you.
Not a whole lot. I've been bored for the past several days because there hasn't been much for me to do. However, I am thinking, would you like to meet me at the park in 45 minutes?
That sounds like a wonderful idea. And what else do you have in mind for when we're at the park?
We should have a picnic, because neither of us have done one in quite a while.
Definitely. Well, I better get going because my mom and I are running errands. But I see you in 45 minutes to an hour from now. Okay?
See you then. Take care. And please tell your family that I said hello. It's already 45 minutes, and you know what this means? It's time to meet Nora at the park, so that we can have our picnic lunch.
Now, I get to enjoy my afternoon in my favorite spot here in Goanimate City Park, and no one is going to try and take my spot, even when I'm not here. Because this spot belongs to me and my friend Taryn, who can't make it because she has things to do. No, this cannot be. My afternoon was interrupted by a noisy sports car. I'm going to have a confrontation with whoever is driving the car. Excuse me, sir, but why are you driving that Lamborghini around town?
Why do you ask me that question? It's very ridiculous. I don't ask other people why they drive a sports car, such as a Corvette or a Camaro. It's really none of our business, okay?
Hey, don't you boss me around like that. I can ask anyone anything, and that's the way things will be.
Who are you to ask why I'm driving this Lamborghini? Simply, my parents bought me this car as my graduation present.
Sounds like you get everything you want, and I'm very jealous of you, because I don't get what I want all of the time.
For one thing, my parents bought me this car because I have gotten straight A's my senior year of high school, I was in the National Honor Society, and I was even an honor graduate. So why don't you shut up and leave me alone? I have a date with my girlfriend, and she's waiting for me.
I don't care. I want you to get rid of that Lamborghini because it's too noisy for everyone who wants to just relax in the park. You've been annoying me with your noisy car for quite some time already. And you need to stop it.
I am not getting rid of my Lamborghini, and you can't tell me to do so anyways. You're wasting my time, and I need to see my girlfriend because she and I are supposed to have a picnic lunch here at the park.
If you don't get rid of your stupid sports car and replace it with a quieter car, like a Honda Accord or a Toyota Camry, I'm going to call the police and have you cited for reckless driving, not to mention you were bothering people with loud car noises.
No, you can't have me arrested just for running errands, or driving from my house to the park just to hang out with my girlfriend.
I actually can't have you arrested, because I saw you were going about 200 miles an hour when I saw you driving up to the park entrance, and you know that the speed limit on this road is 35. So you should receive a very big citation or go to jail.
That's a lie. Even though I drive a Lamborghini now, I was going only 5 miles over the speed limit, and in most cases, you're allowed to drive a little over the limit.
I don't care how fast you were driving. You were driving very recklessly, and you were bothering everyone in Goanimate City with your loud sports car. Get rid of it right now, or I will call the police.
Excuse me, but what in the world is going on? Karen, you do realize that this is my boyfriend you're talking to right now?
Ma'am, stay out of this. It's none of your business. If you don't go away, I'm going to call the police and tell them that you're trying to get into my sports car and drive away with it.
Absolutely not. This car is his, even though his parents bought it for him as a graduation present because he was one of the top students in high school. So you need to leave us alone, and stop telling ordinary people that they cannot do whatever.
No, besides, you two are taking up my spot in the park. And this has always been my spot. No one but me and Taryn can take the spot away from me or my friend. So I'm going to call the police right now, and both of you are going to jail.
Goanimate City Police Department, how may I help you this afternoon?
Yes, I would like to report that there is a man and a woman who are trying to take my sports car, and we are at Goanimate City Park.
Can you describe what kind of vehicle it is?
It's a light green Lamborghini Hurricane. The police are going to show up any minute now, and both of you are going to get arrested.
No, I think the most likely scenario is you're going to be the one getting arrested because even though my parents bought me the car, they registered it under my name.
Is this the car you were talking about?
Yes, officer, indeed it is.
Well then, may I look at the registration? Ma'am, based on what I'm seeing, this car is registered to Dalu Hendricks, is that right?
Yes, that's right, officer. And I am Dale Hendricks, by the way.
It was registered on June 5, 2021.
No, it was registered under my name at first, but then this troublemaker behind me made a fake document to make it look like the car is registered under his name.
Karen, I have had enough of your line and your stupid Karen tantrums. I'm going to put the registration back in Dalu's car, and then I am going to place you under arrest. Now, Karen. Turn around, put your hand behind your back, you're under arrest.
I never get what I want, ever.
Wow, so much for that spoiled Karen. She always causes a lot of inconvenience for many people going about their lives. She wasted almost 10 minutes of our time, too.
I agree with you, 100%. I really hope Karen learns her lesson this time, but I highly doubt that is ever going to happen.
But now that she has been taken into custody, let's do our picnic.
Good thing we still have time for that.
Why? Why did I get grounded again? This should not be happening anymore, and my recent grounding should not have happened in the first place. What am I going to do this time around? And I have a feeling Arthur is in the same boat. We tried everything to get our way, and it didn't work. I have to think of something to get me ungrounded again. But what is there to do? It's going to take a few minutes to brainstorm, or at least come up with a more basic idea. You know what? I think I'm going to get Arthur and the other troublemakers onto a Zoom meeting, and they can help me come up with a brilliant idea so that I don't have to worry about my family grounding me anymore. First, I'll get my computer. Now, I am going to log onto Zoom, and I will be sending Arthur, Joel, and David an invite to the meeting. Now, I'm going to send the troublemakers an invite to the meeting, and when the meeting starts, I am going to get their advice on how to get anything I want and not be grounded anymore. Good morning, my fellow troublemaking friends, Joel, Arthur, and David.
Good morning, Chorus.
Good morning to you, Chorus.
and it's so good to see you after all this time.
And good morning to you, Chorus, Joel, and Arthur. So, Chorus, what is the point of holding this Zoom meeting?
Well, long story short, my family keeps grounding me on a daily basis, even for the littlest of things. And I have not been able to come up with any new ideas to get what I want, and to not get grounded anymore.
And what do you mean?
The last time I tried to do something to show everyone how I felt about getting grounded on a daily basis, that was when Arthur and I hired Karens to be school teachers at TheGoanimator City High School. Principal Clementine and the superintendent found out about us getting the other teachers to lose their jobs and replacing them with Karen, Taryn, and other Karens, so that non-troublemakers can get a taste of getting grounded on a constant basis.
Chorus, I know where you're coming from. And I have an even better idea if you don't want to be grounded every single day, or even better, not get grounded anymore for the rest of your life.
And what is that?
You should become the chief of police for TheGoanimator City, and once you have the job, replace the current officers with Karens and troublemakers. Have people be grounded or arrested for stupid reasons so that they can learn not to ground you frequently.
You know what? I have not even thought about it, until you suggested it, Arthur. You come up with really brilliant ideas.
Would you like me to walk you through the process?
Oh, absolutely.
First, you need to create a costume that looks like the chief of police, and when he's not in his office, go into the office, impersonating him. Then call the current officers into a Zoom meeting, informing them they will be replaced.
Wow, I never even thought about it. Is that going to work?
I guarantee that if you can do this, you will not be grounded on a daily basis anymore, and everyone in TheGoanimator City who isn't a troublemaker will learn their lessons.
Thanks for your advice, Arthur. And as a matter of fact, once I replace the current staff, I will be recruiting you three, along with Karen and Taryn, and other troublemakers to be police officers. Well, I better get going because I am going to create the costume, and I have other things to get on. But again, thanks for your advice, Arthur.
No problem, Chorus. And we look forward to working for the TheGoanimator City Police Department. You take care.
Take care, you all. Now, I need to go to the garage and make the costume, and then I need to come up with a different plan than the one Arthur told me about. I think I'm going to make the chief of police lose his job. In that way, I can take over and hire troublemakers. Now, I am in the garage, time to get down to business, and make the costume. And then from there, I know what to do next. This should take at most 3 to 4 hours. But I can do this in a much shorter time if I use TheGoanimator logic. Wow, is it just me, or am I getting even better at using TheGoanimator logic than ever before? I made the costume in under 2 hours, and I expected it to take a lot longer than that. Now, it's time to head to the police station before Loris gets home. Before I enter the police station, I am going to go inside this costume, impersonating the police commissioner for GoAnimate City. And once I'm in the station, I will enter the commissioner's office and call for an important meeting.
I'm pretty hungry right now, and even though the lunch break is technically over, I'm going to get something to eat at Applebee's. Well, I just realized that I need to get the police chief and the officers into a Zoom meeting, because this is really important, and they need to know what they're about to hear. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Commissioner.
Thank you all for being able to make it to the Zoom meeting, because like I said, I am going to share information with you all that is very important.
Now, what is it that you're going to tell us?
That is why I called you into this meeting, and it's not going to be very good news. I didn't know about what is about to happen until just an hour ago, but starting tomorrow, I am going to be recruiting new people to join the police department. Because the mayor of GoAnimate City told me that there have been a lot of new people taking the course at the police academy, earning certificates, and applying to be a police officer. And we are also getting a new chief of police. Now, here's the bad news. Starting at the end of today, all of you are going to be let go from your current positions, because tomorrow, I am recruiting all of the new people into the department. However, I want to tell you thank you all for your service, and good luck on the next chapters on your lives, whatever or wherever that may be. Well, I better get going because I have other things to do. And I would like for all of you to hand me your uniforms, but if you can't, please send them to me no later than 3 business days from today. Anyways, good luck on your journey, and this meeting is now adjourned.
Karen, it's a wonderful feeling that we got our jobs back, and at long last, we're getting whatever we want.
I know, Taryn. And we are going back to arresting any random people that we want in custody, such as any of the non-troublemakers out there. And it's even better now that we have Arthur, David, and Joel on our team.
I agree with everything Karen and Amp Taryn just said. Besides, our job is not only to put non-troublemakers under arrest, but also ground them for substantial amounts of time and send them upstairs to their rooms.
What are you waiting for, everyone? Let's get to work.
The first person I'm going to arrest is probably going to be Dalo. Remember that I confronted him about his loud Lamborghini the other day. If I see him driving his sports car, it's an opportunity to arrest him. Perfect timing. I think that is Dalo who just passed me in the left lane. Time to turn on the siren and flashing strobe lights, and he's going to be taken into custody.
Oh no, the police must be after me, and I'm only going 3 miles an hour above the speed limit. Wait a minute, I have a feeling Karen became a police officer or something.
Well, if it isn't the troublemaker Dalo again, bothering everyone with your loud Lamborghini that I told you not to drive.
Karen, you have no business telling me what car I can drive and what car I can't drive. And furthermore, you're not even qualified to be a police officer. How did you join the police force in the first place?
Step out of the car.
Karen.
Step out the car, I said. Now, put your hands behind your back. You are now under arrest for driving an unauthorized car within city limits. You know that sports cars are not allowed in Goanimate City because of noise restrictions. And now come with me to the police car. You're going into custody in a few minutes.
Toby, today is an excellent day to get some fresh air because of the beautiful weather.
I could not agree with you more, Noah.
Oh no, is it just me, or is that a spoiled Karen trying to be a police officer?
Excuse me, both of you, what are you two doing outside?
My brother and I are going for a walk around the neighborhood because we need to get some fresh air. Do you have a problem with that?
Well, for one thing, Goanimate City is under a strict level 4 lockdown, which means that you two are not allowed to leave your homes unless you perform essential activities like buying groceries or medicine. And second of all, it is required by law have to wear your mask at all times when you leave your homes.
Taryn, the stay-at-home order was lifted several months ago, and more businesses are reopening. And you don't have to wear a mask outdoors, unless you're in a situation where social distancing is not possible. You're just another spoiled Karen trying to get your way all of the time, and I am not going to let that happen. Plus, you're not even a police officer, you're just trying to be one just so you can get everything you want.
Both of you, turn around, put your hands behind your back. You are under arrest for not only breaking public health orders, but also for talking back to me and making up lies so that you don't get into trouble. Now, come with me to the police car, and you are going to jail for a really long time.
No, take us out of the handcuffs, because you're putting us under arrest for really stupid reasons. Do you understand us?
Hey, what did I say about talking back? Now come with me to the police car.
Hold it right there, Boris. What in the world do you think you're doing?
Arthur, how on earth did you even become a police officer? You're only in the 12th grade, even though you're repeating senior year of high school. And by the way, I'm going for a jog in the park, because that is part of my daily routine. Can you mind your business and do something more productive?
Well, my friend Chorus became the chief of police, and he recruited me, alongside Joel, David, Karen, Taryn, and many of our other good friends. What I'm about to tell you is that the park is closed to the public, and you're not supposed to be here.
For your information, no, the park is not closed to the public. I see more people relaxing and getting some exercise. I'm not the only one here, in other words.
That is a lie, and you know it. And I'm going to tell the other people in the park that they're not supposed to be here. But first, I am going to place you under arrest. So I need you to turn around, and put your hands behind your back.
No, you cannot arrest me for just following my everyday routine. That doesn't make any sense at all. And I know for a fact that you're not really a police officer. You're just trying to be one because you're tired of being grounded all the time by your family, and you want to get your way all the time like a spoiled Karen.
Oh. Boris, how dare you talk back to me? That's it, not only you're under arrest, but you are also grounded for 178957643723901764773 years. In fact, I'm not going to take you to jail, but instead I am going to take you back to your house, where your family will ground you for a much longer amount of time. Now come with me and get inside the police car. Go upstairs to your room, now, and don't come out.
Why?
Oh my goodness, Boris. Why do you look so angry all of a sudden? You were a lot happier when you left to go to the park. What is going on?
Well, Doris, you will not believe what had just happened while I was getting some exercise in the park. Arthur showed up, dressed like a police officer, and told me that the park was closed to the public indefinitely, and that I wasn't supposed to be there. He tried to place me under arrest for a really stupid reason, but then he grounded me instead, and drove me here, told me to go upstairs to my room and not come out. Seriously, he must be on one of his grounding sprees or something.
Oh, that troublemaker, not to mention he is a clone of Arthur. I am going to call his parents right away, because he does not deserve to be causing trouble for the people of GoAnimate City.
That's it. Both of you get into the police car. You are going to jail for 179805764389110 Googleplex years.
Who am I going to pull over next for speeding excessively? I think I know who that might be. Wait a minute, that's David Reed, my non-troublemaking clone. I am going to pull him over, and put him under arrest for going more than double the speed limit.
David, the police are behind us. What is going on?
I have no idea, but whatever happens, we're going to have to pull over. David, you are going 100 and the speed limit is 45. Also, you and your wife were not wearing a seatbelt. You must be David, my troublemaking clone. How did you become a police officer, when you're only in the 11th grade, not to mention you're repeating your junior year in high school? How dare you criticize my job? Now I'm going to add that to the charges you're going to get, other than reckless driving. You and Jane, both of you get out of the car, now. You're under arrest.
Now get inside the police car while I arrest Jane. You two, get into the police car, because I am taking both you and David into custody.
Just got done buying groceries, now I am waiting to catch the bus so I can get home and put my groceries in the fridge. Tonight, my family and I are going to make something for dinner that we've never had before. Joel, what business do you have doing here, and why are you dressed as a police officer?
Cole, I have received numerous complaints from the cashiers at Smith's, as well as those working at nearby stores, that you were just hanging out at the bus stop for more than an hour straight.
That is not true at all. I got to the bus stop like 3 minutes ago, and the next bus is going to arrive in 4 minutes. Can you please leave me alone and mind your own business? Besides, you caused a lot of trouble in recent days.
Liar. I saw you at the bus stop like an hour ago, as I was leaving the parking lot. And did you pay for those groceries?
Yes, I did.
Let me see the receipt. Cole, that receipt is fake. You just typed in the information on your computer and then printed it using a printer from the 1980s. Put your hands behind your back. You're being grounded.
First of all, that is called placing someone under arrest, not grounding.
I don't care. I've grounded you. Now do as I say, or I will ground you for a much longer time. Okay.
Second of all, you're not even my dad, and you're not a police officer either. Even if you were a police officer, you would not be grounding people, especially for dumb reasons.
Cole, how dare you talk back to me? That's it. You're under arrest and you're grounded for 9,000 Googleplex 1 billion eternities. Get into the police car now. Now go upstairs to your cell and think about what you did.
Wow.
Something is obviously not going the way it has been. There are now Karens and troublemakers arresting regular people for obviously stupid reasons. And I did not recruit them in the first place. Also, someone else is acting as the chief of police, and he didn't even get qualified. I'm going to find out who could have done this. According to my computer, it says that I held a Zoom meeting to let the officers know about recruiting new people. I did no such thing. And the meeting took place 12:15 this afternoon. I wasn't even in my office when this all happened. I was eating lunch at Applebee's. How in the world could this have happened? Now, only the video surveillance can give me a clue at least, as to what was going on when I was having lunch. Wait a minute, I think I may have found an answer. Let's look at the surveillance tapes.
Before I enter the police station, I am going to go inside this costume, impersonating the police commissioner for GoAnimate City. And once I'm in the station, I will enter the commissioner's office, and call for an important meeting.
No, no, no.
Oh, are you kidding me? I cannot believe that big troublemaker Chorus actually did all of this. He is going to be in a lot of trouble. I am going to take him into custody right now, and then call his family.
Things are working out perfectly, and at long last, no more getting grounded by my family. Now I can do whatever I want, and get whatever I want. I wonder who it is.
Chorus, come outside, you and I need to have a really serious talk.
Commissioner, why do you look so angry? What did I do?
Well, Chorus, you know what you did. Why did you make a suit that looks like me and then replace all of the existing officers and the chief of police with troublemakers, including yourself? Tell me the truth.
I have been getting grounded by my family on a daily basis, and I'm tired of it already. Therefore, I wanted everybody to get a taste of what it's like to get grounded every day for stupid reasons.
That is not a good excuse to do what you did. And this is something to be taken very seriously. Because of what you did, I am going to have to place you under arrest. So turn around, and put your hands behind your back. You're going to spend a week in jail because of what you did.
This should not be happening to us. Getting arrested and thrown in jail for really stupid reasons.
I know, right? These Karens and troublemakers need to understand that they cannot always get everything they want 24/7.
I am terribly sorry for all of the confusion that went on. Anyways, you all are now free to go.
Oh 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 oh. Chorus, what has gone through your mind lately? We can't believe that you impersonated the police commissioner so that you could take over as the chief of police and recruit troublemakers and Karens to be officers.
You have caused even more confusion and chaos for everyone in GoAnimate City. And because of what you did, you went to jail for a week.
For this, you are even more grounded for an extra 156 months. This means that you will not be making videos on GoAnimate, no video games of any kind, no hanging out with troublemakers anymore.
Now go upstairs to your room now, and think about what you've done this past week.
Why?
Good afternoon, my fellow officers and chief of police.
Good morning, Commissioner Geraint. I have a feeling you have some good news this time around.
Yes, that is why I invited you all into this Zoom meeting. Now, let's get down to business. What happened last week was all just an act.
What exactly do you mean? I thought we lost our jobs for real.
Well, some troublemaker named Chorus was behind all of this, getting you laid off and subsequently replaced with spoiled Karens and troublemakers who did nothing but arrest people for really dumb reasons.
I had a good feeling someone else was behind all of this because I know you don't do that kind of stuff. But how come it looked like you laid us off from our positions and replaced us with Karens?
Well, Chorus made a costume that looked just like me. And when he arrived at the police station, he got in the costume, and snuck into my office when I was eating lunch. Now that things are cleared up, before I end the meeting, I want to gladly inform you that you are back on the job once again. Anyways, I will get going, but I will see you back to work starting from tomorrow.
You know what? I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm really tired of my family grounding me on a constant basis, every single day. And because it will never end, here are the words I am about to say. I am so done with this nonsense. During the past several months, my family was grounding me so frequently such that I was not able to do the things I enjoy doing normally. I couldn't hang out with Horace, Arthur, or David. And I wasn't able to enjoy a meal at Domino's Pizza either. I also could not watch my favorite movies on Netflix, watch my favorite TV shows, or watch some funny videos on YouTube during this time. Really? I don't know what to do with my time anymore. This is really insane and ridiculous. Now that I've made up my mind, I have come up with a plan to get away from all this nonsense. I am going to move out of the Hendricks house, and move in with a family or friends of mine, where no one gets grounded, not even once. I will probably move in with Karen and Taryn because my other troublemaking friends are getting grounded by their families on a daily basis, and I don't want to keep going through this. I just want to live my life and enjoy the things I like doing. And before I go, I am going to have to pack my suitcase with all of my belongings, and then I am going downstairs to tell my family that I am leaving this house because of what I've had to go through for almost the last 2 years. Alright, I just packed my suitcase, but like I said, before I move out of the Hendricks house, I have several things to say to Cora, Dayu, Rosa, and Desiree.
Taurus, what in the world are you doing down here? You're supposed to be upstairs in your room because you're grounded for a really long time. Also, why do you have that suitcase with you? We're not going on vacation anytime soon.
I'm not going back to my room, at all. And I am going to tell you in a little bit why I have my suitcase with me.
No. I said to go back to your room, and I mean it. Okay?
Never. I'm not going back to my room, for the second time, because I have something important to tell you all. I am absolutely done with this nonsense.
Yay, because you're misbehaving all the time.
No, it's because you three have been grounding me on a constant basis, and because of that, I am not able to do the things I enjoy doing, like hanging out with my friends, or watch my favorite movies on Netflix or YouTube.
That is just a bunch of nonsense. We let you do those things, but you've been acting up as of recent, and that's why you're not able to do them. Besides, all of your friends are troublemakers.
Even worse, you never even give me a chance to say I'm sorry, when I really mean that I'm sorry.
Taurus, we're sorry about that, now that you mentioned it. It's just that we have been so disappointed in your behavior these last few months.
There is no way I am going to forgive you this time around. Instead, I have another idea.
And what is it?
Starting today, I am officially going to move out of the Hendricks house, and I am never ever coming back here.
You can't be serious.
I am serious. I really want to enjoy things and not be grounded on a daily basis anymore. And that is why I'm moving out of this house, forever. I'm going to move in with someone who doesn't ground anyone, at all.
That's not realistic. You need to understand that you cannot get everything you want 24/7, 365 days a year. That's not how the world works.
I don't care. And I am going to move in with Karen and Taryn, because they're going to give me everything I want.
No, don't even think about moving in with Karen and Taryn. They're big-time troublemakers, not to mention they are spoiled brats.
Too bad, so sad. That's where I'm moving, you can't stop me, and that is so final. Goodbye everyone.
Wait, Taurus.
No, you're not coming with me at all.
Wow.
Hello, Taurus, it's so good to see you. And what brings you here?
Hey, Karen. I decided to move in with you and Taryn because I got sick and tired of being grounded on a daily basis by my family. And I want to enjoy life.
Well, I must tell you that you made a very smart decision. I babysat for Rosa and Desiree, and you got grounded for hiring me as the babysitter. The Hendricks family goes on a lot of grounding sprees with you, and I'm very happy you finally moved out. Now, what would you like to do in an hour from now?
Well, I was thinking we should get a pizza from Little Caesars, and then eat it in the park.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. First, let's get you settled in, and then we will go out to have pizza in the park.
Why, hello there, Taurus. Have you decided to move out of the Hendricks house?
Yes, I did.
I also have to say that you made a really wise decision to move out because they were constantly grounding you for no reason. With me and Karen, you won't be grounded ever again.
Now, let's get your suitcase unpacked, and then let's head over to Little Caesars Pizza, and eat our pizza at the park.
Kids, I can't believe that your father just moved out of the house. Now, what are we going to do? Wait a minute, who are you, and what are you doing here?
Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Travis, and I heard that Taurus just moved out of this house.
Hello, Travis, it's a pleasure to meet you. And welcome to the Hendricks family.
Thank you for your kind welcoming.
No, thank you for joining the family, and we needed someone to fill in after Taurus moved out.
Okay class, now that we're back from lunch break, it is time for math. So please take out your textbooks and turn them to page. Oh my goodness, Brian, why did you push your screen in the middle of the Zoom class while I was about to begin the next lesson?
I pushed my Zoom screen because I felt like it, dummy.
If I hear one more word coming out of your mouth, I will be putting you into a separate breakout meeting with the principal. Am I clear?
I don't care.
And I'm going to put you into a breakout meeting with the principal, right now.
Hello, Brian. Why did Miss Martin put you into a breakout meeting with me?
Wait, are you stupid or something? Miss Martin should have gone into this meeting instead. I pushed my screen in the middle of the Zoom meeting and talked back to her because she was being dumb.
Brian, I can't believe that not only you pushed your Zoom screen and talked back to your teacher in the middle of class, but you also talked to me the exact same way you talked to Miss Martin. I was going to send you to online detention. But due to the way you talked to me, I am going to have to suspend you from school for 2 weeks, starting today. Now, get out of the Zoom meeting.
Brian, we can't believe that you got suspended from online school, because you pushed your Zoom screen in the middle of class, and you talked back to both your teacher and the principal.
Because of what you did, you will have no TV, dessert, or free time for the next couple of weeks. And you cannot go to Anne's birthday party.
That is so not fair. Why do you do this to me?
Go upstairs to your room right now, young man. You know what, I think we should either call the school principal, or get her onto a Zoom meeting, and get Brian to apologize to her.
I agree, let me get my laptop first.
great. It's not a good feeling to get suspended and then grounded for 2 whole weeks. Maybe if I hadn't thrown a tantrum during online class, this would never have happened.
Hello again, Brian.
Hey there, Principal Clementine. I would like to sincerely apologize for my behavior during online school earlier today. I will not talk back to you anymore like I did several minutes ago. Also, please let Miss Martin know that I am also sorry for pushing the Zoom screen during class, and talking back to her as well.
It's okay, Brian. I will forgive you, and I will also let Miss Martin know that you're sorry about how you treated her. You are no longer suspended. However, I want you to try and control yourself next time, or you'll face more serious consequences.
Thank you so much, Principal Clementine. You take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Hey, Mom and Dad, I have some really good news. I just had a Zoom meeting with Principal Clementine, and she lifted my suspension and accepted my apology. So I can attend the online class tomorrow.
That is really good news indeed. And do you know what that means?
You're no longer grounded, and you can go to Anne's birthday party during the weekend.
That is good news indeed.
Okay class, it is time for math. So please take out your textbooks and turn them to page 157. And you're also going to need to take notes during the lecture. You must remember this information for the exam.
Why? Why does this happen to me all of the time, getting grounded by Loris, by you, and Rosalie on a daily basis? It's been going on for at least 100 times, if not over 9,000. I'm already getting tired of it, so it needs to stop, like right now. I have also gotten arrested in the past, but thankfully, not as much as me getting grounded. Is it just me, or are there other people in the world who are going through the exact same thing I'm having to go through? I honestly believe that millions of others around the world, but especially those in GoAnimate City, are getting grounded on a daily basis for absolutely no reason. If so, I am going to reach out to those people because we can form a community together.
Chorus, just what in the world are you doing here in the living room while grounded?
Nothing. I just want to watch movies on Netflix because I am bored.
That is an excuse, and you know it. Go back upstairs to your room now.
No way. I am not going to my room because it's very boring there. And I don't have my computer there anymore.
Too bad, so sad. I took your computer away because you were misbehaving a lot, and you need to learn to behave yourself. Get it?
No, you don't got it. In fact, you're the one who should be grounded, not me. Because you're grounding the entire family on a daily basis, and it needs to stop right now.
Chorus. Go back upstairs to your room right now.
Clearly, I am not the only one who's always getting grounded, every single day. Like I said a moment ago, there have to be numerous other people going through the exact same thing. I have a really good feeling that Arthur, David, Joel, Karen, and Taryn are going through this as well. I'm going to call either one and suggest that we all show the world what we are going through, and teach whoever is grounding us a big lesson.
Taryn, do you know what I am thinking right now?
No, what?
We are both tired of not getting everything we want, but getting thrown out of places or arrested because of it. It's just not fair. Hello.
Hey Karen, how are you doing today?
Not doing well. I can't get anything I want anymore. What about you?
I'm feeling the same way, because I get grounded on a regular basis by Loris, by you, and Rosalie. However, I have found a solution to this problem.
What is it? Tell me more, I'd like to find out.
I decided that you, Taryn, Arthur, David, Joel, and I will ground everyone all over the world. In that way, we can teach them a lesson that they won't forget.
That sounds like an awesome plan. And I totally agree with you. But how are we going to do this?
Do you know the TV station that is 3 blocks away from your apartment?
Yes, I do know where it is. What about it?
When we go to the station, we're going to get into the studio that airs programs all over the globe, not just GoAnimate City and the surrounding area. We're going to interrupt the program that's running, and then ground everyone who is tuned in.
You know what, I really like your idea. So when can we do this?
Let's say an hour and a half to 2 hours, because I need to let the other business-friendly troublemakers know about my plan. And I will have all of us meet outside of your apartment and then walk over to the TV station. Anyways, I am going to go for right now, because I need to call Arthur, Joel, and David, but I will see you in no more than 2 hours from now. Take care.
You take care as well.
Karen, what is it that we're doing in 2 hours?
You're going to really enjoy this, Taryn. It's been already 2 hours, and the other troublemakers should be here any minute.
I actually see them headed toward the apartment right now, Karen.
Hey, Karen and Taryn, are you ready to do this?
Yes. Let's head over to the TV studio right now. Everyone, this is the studio where programs are all over the world. Let's get in, and I will use GoAnimate logic in order for all of us to teleport into the studio. Grounded, 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 grounded. Alright, now that we're in the TV studio, I am going to push the record button on the video camera, and then we will go on the air. Wait, using GoAnimate logic, I will push the on-air button, and we will go live.
Let's watch the news. Wait, what in the world? This can't be.
We interrupt this program with a very important message. People from all over the world, how dare you watch your favorite programs? That's it.
You are grounded for 178957362148509136234580913623594025940259000 gazillion generations.
This means no more TV, no more movies, no more video games, no going out to your favorite restaurant, no dessert, no Netflix, no pizza, and furthermore,
if we catch you doing those things while grounded, we will extend your grounding for a much longer time.
Also, you cannot tell us what to do, because we get whatever we want. And, that is so final.
Now, all of you, turn off your TVs, and go upstairs to your rooms, right now.
Mom, can you please come here? Something very bizarre happened on TV.
What is it, Danielle Vanessa?
Mom, you won't believe this, but just now, when the news was about to come on, Arthur, alongside his troublemaking friends, including 2 Karens, interrupted the broadcast and grounded everyone in the world just for watching TV.
Let me see. DV, you're right. I can't believe that Arthur is doing this. He is going to be in so much trouble when he gets home.
wow, we're making some really good progress, you all. Let's keep on doing this.
This is Goanimate City Police. All of you in the TV studio, come out, this instant. You are all under arrest. I repeat, this is Goanimate City Police. All of you in the TV studio, come out, this instant. You are all under arrest.
Uh-oh, looks like we are busted once again. This is not looking good.
All of you are under arrest for sneaking into the TV studio, going on live television, and causing a lot of confusion by grounding everyone in the world. Now, come with me to the police car, and you're going to be in jail for 3 days.
Chorus, what is going through your mind these days? We cannot believe that you went on live TV with Arthur, Joel, David, Karen, and Taryn, and you grounded everyone in the world, causing a lot of confusion. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You are grounded for 180 months. This means you will not be hanging out with any troublemakers, at all. And also, you're changing from business friendly back to comedy world soon.
Now go upstairs to your room, now, and think about what you did.
Arthur, for some reason, our living room changed from business friendly to comedy world. Anyways, we cannot believe that you went to the TV studio with Chorus, Joel, David, Karen, and Taryn. Interrupted scheduled programming, and caused a lot of chaos around the world by grounding everyone. That was really insane of you to do that.
You are so grounded for an additional 144 months. This means that you won't be hanging out with Baxter, and in particular, you will not see those troublemakers anymore.
Now, go upstairs to your room right now. And think about what you did.
Why?
Joel, are you crazy? We just saw you on television with Arthur, Chorus, David, Karen and Taryn, and you all caused a lot of chaos and confusion by grounding everyone in the world.
And not only that, you went to jail for 3 days. For this, you will be grounded for 120 more months, and this means no more seeing those troublemakers, ever again.
Now, go upstairs to your room, now.
David, you must be out of your mind or something. Why did you sneak off with Chorus, Arthur, Joel, Karen and Amp, Taryn, and ground everyone in the world for no reason? People were panicking.
You're even more grounded for 1,232,639,342,642,539,642,342,329,429,429,429 more weeks. No Danny and Baxters, no cheesy Charlies, no Krusty Burger, no troublemaker friends.
Now, march upstairs, to your room.
Why?
Karen and Amp, Taryn, this is the 30th time that we caught you bothering other people, only this time, you did it on television and snuck into the TV studio with those other troublemakers. You're not under arrest, but instead I will say this. Both of you are grounded for 30 weeks. And I am going to make sure that you won't sneak into TV studios, because you don't work for any of the stations, including the one that airs programs all over the world. Now go upstairs to your rooms now.
What do you think will happen? To be continued on
May I have your attention please? What you just saw was all just an act. I repeat, this was all just an act. Now we will resume regular programming.
Wow, so much for those troublemakers. I knew all along that they were trying to get what they want.
This summer has gone better than I expected initially. I'm still sad that Caillou, Dora, Leo, and Arthur are all going off to college, but I am also happy that I will be teaching new 12th graders when the new school year kicks off. Also, I have been able to enjoy more things than I did last year because most of the restrictions have been lifted. It looks like someone sent me a message or something over WhatsApp. Let's see who it's from. Apparently, Ms. Clementine wants to tell me something very important, and I hope it is going to be really good news. But I'll have to wait and see to find out.
Good afternoon, Miss Martin.
Good afternoon to you, Ms. Clementine.
How has your summer been going for you?
It's going well, and yours?
My summer is absolutely fantastic, just enjoying things before we have to return to class for the new school year.
I know, I feel the same way.
Both of us are sad that the class of 2021 is moving on to college, but at the same time, we prepared them well, and at the same time, we're excited to meet the class of 2025. Remember when we were in a hybrid learning model? I showed the 8th graders a virtual tour of the high school, and they couldn't wait to see what it is like in person. And so I am going to give them an in-person tour during orientation next month.
I definitely remember that. I am also sad to see Caillou and Leo go off to college, but I'm happy to meet new 12th graders.
Anyways, let's move on to our very important discussion. I have a little bit of bad news for you. Beginning with the new school year, you're going to be demoted to an 11th grade teacher because we just hired a new teacher for 12th grade homeroom who just moved here from California.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding. This is for real. We were looking for a new hire for the upcoming school year, and at the time, we didn't know what grade the new teacher was going to be teaching. But last night, the superintendent informed us of the complete information.
Interesting. So who's going to be in my homeroom class in August?
Well, I have one bit of good news. I'm sure you know Rosie Anderson, right?
Well, yes, I do know her. She's Caillou's younger sister.
Exactly. So the good news is that she will be in your homeroom class for the 2021-2022 school year, since she is entering her junior year. Well, I better get going, and this is all I had to tell you. But you enjoy the rest of your summer, and I will see you in August.
And you have a fantastic rest of the summer as well, Ms. Clementine. Why in the world would I be demoted from a 12th grade teacher to an 11th grade teacher? This is not real, because even though I taught preschool my first 2 years of teaching, I have been promoted up to teaching seniors in high school, and I've been a 12th grade teacher since. So why am I going to have to teach 11th graders from this upcoming school year onward? Maybe I should move out of GoAnimate City for the 2022-2023 academic year. Good morning everyone, and welcome back to school. I hope all of you have had a fantastic summer. Anyways, my name is Miss Martin, and I will be your homeroom teacher for the 2021-2022 school year. Some of you may already know me through a family member who had me before, but anyways, first things first. Let's take attendance, and then we'll go over the syllabus and the classroom rules. When I call your name, say here, or present. Now that I've gone over the classroom rules and the syllabus, let's begin today's lesson. But before I give the lecture, I am going to ask you some questions to refresh your memory from when you were sophomores. The first question is going to be for Rosie. What is the area of a triangle if the base is 10 and the height is 13?
Well, the formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And because the base is 10 and the height is 13, you multiply those two, and you get 130. But then you divide it by 2, and the area of the triangle is 65.
No, that is not the right answer. The answer is 103.
No, 65 is the right answer because I learned this in geometry class last school year, and I was one of the top students in that class. You're just making up answers and claiming they're correct when they are not.
Hey, don't you tell me how to teach. I can teach this class any way I want, so you better shut up, or I will have you in detention for an hour every day for a week after school. Now, let's move on to the next question, which will be for Liliana. What is the area of a circle when the radius is 7? Do not get this question wrong, or I will send you to in-school suspension.
The formula for the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. Pi is 3.14, and so you multiply it by 7 squared, which equals 49. So pi times 49 is 153.86.
Wrong again. The right answer is 7 pieces of cheesecake, not 153.86. Now, you're going to be in detention for an hour after school all of this week. And you are grounded for triple infinity.
Never. I am not going to detention. The most possible thing that will happen is you are going to lose your job because of the way you're behaving right now.
I told you a million times to keep your mouth shut when I'm talking. Am I clear? For talking back, you'll now be in detention for 2 hours after school for the first 2 weeks of the new school year. Now, moving on, the next question will be for Jerry. What is the perimeter of a rectangle when the length is 8 and the width is 5?
I know this one. It's 85.
For the first time, someone in this class has given me the correct answer. You get 50 points for extra credit, and I am going to promote you to the 12th grade starting tomorrow.
No, 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 no. This is not right at all. The perimeter of a rectangle is the length plus the width, multiplied by 2. The length is 8, and the width is 5, which gives you 13 when added. Multiply that by 2 and you get 26.
Liliana, how dare you criticize my teaching? That's it. You're now going to serve detention for the entire first month of school. Now, I'm going to change my outfit, and I will be right back.
What is with Miss Martin? I thought she knew better than to behave the way she just did, and I even heard she was one of the best teachers at GoAnimate City High School.
She was at one point a really good teacher. My older brother had her last school year when he was a senior, and she was very well liked by the students. But something has changed, and I don't know what happened. Maybe one of the troublemakers made a robot that looks like Miss Martin.
I don't think it could be that. No one would ever do such a thing.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know why Miss Martin is acting so entitled all of a sudden. During the summer, she was demoted to an 11th grade teacher, and she was not very happy about it.
Hey, what took you so long? It's been 5 or 10 minutes, and you haven't even gotten started with today's lessons.
Shut up, that's none of your business. I am Miss Martin, and this is my house. So you better do everything I say, or else you will be suspended for 3 years and you won't be graduating from high school at all.
This isn't your house. We're in a public school right now, and we're here to learn new subjects. So, you better stop acting like a spoiled brat, and get on with today's lesson. Or you're going to lose your job.
Also, you should be standing in front of a chalkboard when giving a lecture, not sitting on your desk. Either you should be in front of the board, or show us a PowerPoint presentation on the projector screen.
This is my school, and this is also my classroom. So you have to follow my new rules, and do what I tell you to do. If you don't, I'm going to suspend all of you for 3 years, and you won't be graduating on time. Rosie and Liliana, why don't you two move to the back of the room, where I don't have to hear you criticizing me anymore?
No, we're not going to move to the back of the room, because we did not cause any trouble whatsoever. You're just acting like a spoiled Karen because you didn't get what you want over the summer. We're not going to talk to you ever again. In fact, we would like a different homeroom teacher for the rest of the school year.
Help. Help. Somebody help me. These students are trying to take things out of the teacher's desk. Help, help, help. Somebody get campus security or campus police over here or something.
Miss Martin, report to the front office immediately. Miss Martin, report to the front office immediately.
I cannot take this anymore. I can't get whatever I want anymore. So sad.
So much for Miss Martin. I hope that she loses her job because of the way she acted in class.
I know, right?
Miss Martin, I am very shocked at the way you were acting today, because you didn't used to do this before. What has gone through your mind lately?
The students were calling me all sorts of names, they were getting all wrong answers, and they were even trying to take my car keys out of my desk so they could drive off with my car.
That is a lie, and I saw through the surveillance footage what you were doing in the classroom. You were falsely telling the students that they got the wrong answers, when they were actually correct, and you even told them they would serve detention for unrealistically long time periods.
Sunglasses are not to be worn inside the building, and you know it. Worst of all, you threw a Karen tantrum in front of your students. Now, what do you have to say about this?
I am really sorry for what I did. Can I go back to my classroom and teach?
Saying you're sorry is not going to be enough. Behavior like this has to be taken seriously. I am going to make the toughest decision I've ever made in my life. But Miss Martin, I'm going to have to let you go. Now, get out of my office. My apologies, students. I am deeply sorry that you had to go through this. For the next few weeks, you will be having various substitute teachers, while we look for a new full-time teacher to teach this class. In the meantime, any of you may feel free to go to the library for the remainder of the class period.
If it's one thing, then it's another. This is how my life has been so far. I used to be a 12th grade teacher, but then I got demoted to the 11th grade, just because someone new is teaching the 12th grade at the high school. But even worse, I lost my job for really silly reasons, and I don't know what to do anymore. This is really insane, not to mention, this isn't fair. I need to find something to do, and no one has really given me any advice recently. And this needs to stop, seriously. What is there else to do when I can't work at Goanimate City Public Schools anymore? Hello?
Hey Miss Martin.
Who is this I'm speaking to right now?
I'm Arthur, and I am a troublemaker here in Goanimate City. I just heard that you joined the troublemakers as of recently, is that right?
Oh hey, Arthur, how are you doing? And how did you know that I became a troublemaker?
I'm doing really good, and what about yourself? I heard that you joined the troublemakers from my friend Chorus.
I'm doing pretty good, despite the fact that I lost my job after being demoted to being an 11th grade teacher. Anyways, I was thinking that you could help me out with finding something to do because I couldn't think of anything.
Chorus gave me this suggestion, so I will tell you right now. I was thinking, whenever the Andersons are having a picnic at Goanimate City Park, you and I go to the park and tell them over and over to leave the park because they're taking our favorite spot. We'll get security to have the Anderson family leave the park if they don't move to another spot.
That sounds like a fantastic idea, Arthur. You're very smart, and you come up with really good ideas. And I was thinking, we should go to the park this weekend.
That sounds like a really good plan. Anyways, I better get going for now, but I will see you on Saturday, and we will head to the park. You have a good rest of your afternoon.
You take care as well, Arthur. Finally, I have something to do after losing my job, and now, I can show the Anderson family that I get what I want. And someday, I'm going to try and get my teaching job back before someone else does. Ha 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 ha.
All right, Anderson family. Before we dig into our delicious sandwiches, I wanted to take this time to say that we will miss Caillou when he leaves for college, but we wish him all the best. And the reason we're doing a picnic today because this is to congratulate Caillou on his accomplishments, and he has been a really good student all throughout high school.
Hey, what in the world are you doing here in our spot?
Miss Martin, what are you doing here, and why are you with someone who looks like a clone of Arthur?
Shut up, Boris, you know very well why Arthur and I are here. First of all, you're not supposed to be having a picnic in the park, because this park belongs to us.
What do you mean, us? This park doesn't belong to you, nor does it belong to Arthur. It's city property, and it can be used by the public.
I don't care, because now Miss Martin and I own Go Animate City. And you're not allowed to be having a picnic here in our park, because we do not allow picnics in the city, not even in your backyard.
First of all, neither of you work for the city, you aren't even the city mayor, and you don't even work for the county council. Miss Martin, you were only a teacher at Go Animate City High School, and IU had you last school year, but now you have no job because you were let go by the school after acting the way you did on the first day of classes.
Shut up. I was wrongfully terminated from my job because I wanted to be a 12th grade teacher, not an 11th grade teacher, and you all need to understand that I get what I want, and that is final.
Seriously, Miss Martin, we thought you were a good person, but apparently you became an entitled Karen for some weird reason. Can you just leave us alone and let us enjoy our family picnic?
Never. We're not going to leave you alone until you stop having your picnic and get out of our park. Second of all, the park is closed because Go Animate City is under another stay-at-home order.
That is a lie. The lockdown was lifted months ago, and life has pretty much gone back to normal, aside from the fact that some places require you to wear a face mask to get in.
Oh. How dare you force us to wear masks in the park? That's it. All of you are grounded for 175,786,423,190,573,859,350,249,104,100 Googleplex generations. We're calling the police right now.
Hey, where did you get the idea that you can ground us? You're not even our parents, and we didn't do anything to you. So why are you here in the first place?
Seriously, if you two don't leave us alone, we're going to call the police and they will ask you to leave the park.
I can guarantee that you all will be arrested, and we're going to tell them that you tried breaking into our car to take all of our stuff out of it, especially our laptop and our iPad. Help, help, help. Somebody please, help us. This family of 6 is trying to break into our vehicle and take all of our belongings, especially our laptop and our iPad. Please help us, somebody.
You know what, I have no choice but to call the police. And Arthur, I am also calling your parents about this.
No. Please don't have Arthur get grounded. He's one of my very good friends.
Hey, what seems to be the problem this afternoon?
Officer, this family of 6 has been bothering us for 3 hours straight, and they have been telling us to give up our spot in the park because they claim it's theirs. Also, they tried to break into our car and take our $1,000 laptop and our $500 iPad Pro.
That is not true at all. We were here 15 minutes before they got here, and we were about to have a family picnic because our oldest child is going to college next week, and we wanted to wish him all the best.
But then these two troublemakers interrupted the picnic and told us numerous times that they own the park and that we cannot have a picnic. They made up all kinds of lies, and even called us a bunch of names.
Help. This family has been following us to our car and they want our laptop.
Well, I'm going to have to go with what this family has told me, even over the phone. Also, I saw on the surveillance footage that no one was trying to break into your car. You were all just making this up because you expect to get what you want. And you just wanted to throw your Karen tantrums. Because of your behavior, both of you are prohibited from entering this park for a week. If I catch you here during that time, you will be charged for trespassing. Now, it's time to go. And Arthur, I am also calling your parents.
Arthur, we cannot believe that you and Miss Martin went to the park, acted like spoiled Karens, and bothered the Anderson family for having a picnic. That was really insane of you to do that.
For this, you are grounded for another 72 months. This means no hanging out with Baxter,
Especially no hanging out with any troublemakers, no playing Xbox, and no TV.
Now go upstairs to your room now.
Why?
You know what I am thinking right now? I am probably having the best day in my entire life, not because my family stopped grounding me every single day, but because we have had someone new joining the troublemakers. She was a former teacher at GoAnimate City High School, and she was a clone of Bayou's teacher from last school year. That's right. Miss Martin is a new member of the troublemakers, and she gets everything she wants. Unfortunately, she was let go from her position at GoAnimate City High School, which I do not think should have happened. She needs to keep teaching, except she should be grounding the 11th graders while giving the 12th graders everything they want. Another thing that I heard is that Caillou's university is on a hybrid learning model, which means that some of his classes will be on Zoom meetings. And speaking of which, I want to get Miss Martin onto a Zoom meeting and tell her my idea to keep bothering Caillou. This is going to be the best thing I've done. Ha 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 ha. But first, I must get my laptop and log into Zoom, and then I will send Miss Martin an invite to the meeting. Good morning, Miss Martin.
Hello, Chorus. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. And you?
I'm doing okay. It's just that I'm sad that I was thrown out of the park the other day because I wanted the Andersons to stop having their picnic. In fact, Arthur and I were thrown out of the park.
I have something in mind, and I can guarantee that you won't be thrown out of places, or worse, get arrested.
Really? What is it? Tell me more.
Now that Caillou has gone off to college, and his university is doing a hybrid learning model, you should troll his online classes on Google Hangouts or Zoom, act like a spoiled Karen, and then tell Caillou that he's going to be held back from college all the way to preschool if he doesn't do the things you tell him to do.
That sounds like a very fantastic idea. And I will most definitely try to hold Caillou all the way back from college to preschool, because he didn't deserve to graduate from high school. Do you have any other advice for me?
I think that is all for now. Anyways, I must get going for now because I will be having lunch with Joel in a couple of hours. But it was nice talking to you, and I wish you good luck on breaking into the online classes at Caillou's college.
Thank you for your kind words. And I will see you later as well on another Zoom meeting. You take care. And one last thing, tell Arthur I said hello.
Most definitely will do that.
I cannot wait for this opportunity to come, and because I got held back to being an 11th grade teacher but then lost my job right after that, it is time that Caillou experiences the same thing. Getting held back to the 12th grade and then all the way back to preschool.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey Caillou. Do you know where our professor is?
I have no idea where he is, but he should come to the meeting any moment now. If he's 10 minutes late, then we should end the meeting.
Either way, our professor should be here any minute because class has already started, so it's not time to get out of the Zoom meeting quite yet.
Miss Martin, what are you doing in the Zoom meeting? You are not even a professor at the university, let alone you lost your job at GoAnimate City High School.
You idiot, I just got hired to be your professor for this class. In other words, I graduated from high school once again, and now I'm in college.
That is not true at all. You got terminated from your job at GoAnimate City High School for acting like an entitled Karen, all because Principal Clementine assigned you to be an 11th grade teacher this school year, and you only wanted to teach 12th graders.
Hey, don't you talk to me like that. Or I will be holding you back to preschool. Do you want that?
Never. And it's not realistic to make people go back several grades, especially back to preschool. It doesn't make any sense at all. The worst case scenario is you repeat the same grade the following academic year.
Hey, shut up. I can do whatever I want because I'm the professor. And Caillou, because you were talking back to me, you're going to be held back to senior year in high school. Get out of the call now, and I will send you to a Zoom meeting with the 12th graders.
You can't even send me to a Zoom meeting with the high school because that's not how it works. And second of all, GoAnimate City Public Schools isn't doing remote learning anymore. Remember, before we graduated, the schools went back to full-time in-person learning.
That is not true. For telling me lies, you will be held back to the 11th grade. Go there now.
Hey, what you're doing is not acceptable, not to mention that you entered the Zoom meeting uninvited because you're not our professor. You should get out of the meeting.
Don't tell me what to do. This is my Zoom meeting, and I can do whatever I want. And I also own the university, so you must do as I say. Otherwise, you will all be grounded for infinity.
All you're doing right now is acting like an entitled Miss Martin. Now you need to get out of the meeting and find something more useful to do. You're wasting our time, and our professor should be in the meeting at any minute already.
Leo, how dare you criticize my teaching? That's it. You're grounded for triple quadruple infinity. Now go upstairs to your room now.
Back to this nonsense all over again. Seriously, if you can stop wasting our time acting like a Karen, then we will be able to start learning stuff when the professor enters the Zoom meeting.
Miss Martin, what are you doing in the Zoom meeting? I thought you were teaching at GoAnimate City High School.
Hello, Arthur. Miss Martin was my teacher for 12th grade last school year, but she got demoted to an 11th grade teacher. However, she lost her job because she acted like an entitled Karen on the first day of classes.
Hello, Four Eyes. What took you so long to join my Zoom meeting?
All right, Miss Martin, we've had enough of your nonsense. I'm going to remove you from the Zoom meeting right now. And don't come back in. Our professor will join any moment already.
Oh no. Why? Why can't I get anything I want in this world? This is not how things should be. Here we go again. I just got called into another meeting. Let's see who's hosting it.
Miss Martin, why on earth would you enter the Zoom meeting for my class when you weren't even invited to the meeting in the first place, and you're not even a professor at the university?
This doesn't look good.
You're right that things aren't looking good. Why did you enter the Zoom meeting?
Well, I wanted to enter the Zoom meeting because one of my former students' siblings got me terminated from my job as a teacher at the high school, and I wanted to show my students that I get anything I want.
That is not a good reason for why you did what you just did a moment ago. You were wasting my students' time, and my time as well. Because of what you did, I'm going to send a police officer to your apartment, and you're going to be arrested. Now, get out of the meeting, I have a class to teach.
Miss Martin, come to the entrance. This is GoAnimate City Police. Come over here, right now. Miss Martin, you are under arrest for getting into a Zoom meeting without being invited into the meeting, and bothering your former students. Now, get into the police car. You're going to be taken into custody.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Professor.
I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience that you all had to go through before I came to the meeting, and I also apologize for running a little bit late. With that said, I will now go over the syllabus for this class, and then we'll get started with this week's lessons.